Alright, hello. So this video is for those who are afraid to go live and you really want to overcome that fear. Let's go. Okay, hello you guys. So as you've seen from the very beginning, these are for those who are afraid to go live and you really know that God has called you to start going live more, to share what he has placed inside of your belly, what he has placed on the inside of you to help others, right? And I just want to give a few tips on what has helped me. I'm literally I didn't write any notes. I'm just going to kind of just go off the dome with these, with this video. But what I learned about going live is remember why you're doing it, okay? Why are you going live, you know? For me, I grew up very, to myself, shy. I was very shy. I didn't really want to sing in front of nobody. I was cool with just singing in the singing in the what you call it, y'all, in the congregation. Jesus loves me, this I know. I was cool with that.
For the Bible tell me so.
Yes, I was cool with that, y'all. But little did I know that God had a plan. And he knew that he was gonna use my voice. And so when I got older, and I started singing and I started to do talent shows, and the very first time I got booed off the stage.
Boo!
So she's my sound effects today, y'all. But I got booed off the stage, and when I got booed off the stage, it really just was like, this is not for me. Like, I can't do this. I'm good. And it was like a whole crowd, everybody like, you know, moving back and forth and everything. But anyways, let me get back to the point. Was what really helped me to overcome my fear of going live is, like I said, number one was remembering who I'm doing it for. I was doing it for Jesus. I was doing it for Jesus. That's been my foundation, is just doing it for Jesus, wanting to help other women, wanting to help those who were still, who were afraid of certain things that they were going through, didn't feel like they had a voice or nobody would hear them, or they had, some of them, even whenever you feel like you don't even have a purpose in life, and that was always something that that was something where I always really wanted to. So the very first time I went live, I was so afraid. I went live on Facebook and I'm like, God, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't. I cried. So y'all boo-hooed. I cried because I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. How to really do this? Oh, I do know how. Y'all, it's almost time. Ugh, I'm nervous. What time is it? I'm just waiting patiently on here. I'm trying to see who's gonna get on here. And then you're nervous when your voice changed. Like, your voice changed tremendously. Hey, I am going live because my single is about to drop. I can't do this. But God, I honestly felt him holding my hand. I honestly felt him holding me like, you got this because I'm with you. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, the more and more I practice, and that's my second point, practice. So even if you just have like one of those, I have a ring light. So if you have a ring light and you just have like the thing holding it, the little holder part, practicing on your own whenever no one's around, no one's looking, that will help you. But also have a message. The number 3 is have a message, not just any message, but what that it'll align with your purpose and what God has called you to do. The last thing I'm trying to, well, it's not really the last thing. The fourth thing is, what is your product? Like, what is it? These are things that I'm learning, y'all. What is your product, and what are, like, whenever those people are coming, where can they go? How can they continue to follow you? How can they continue to know about you? And that is where I'm at right now, y'all. That's where I'm at. All right. But the more and more you practice, and even whenever you don't get, you stop going live like you used to. Someone once told me, get back, just, I know it was hard, and I know what you've gone through a lot or whatever. And she told me, she said, but you got to get back at it. She said, you got to get back at it. And I didn't really know. I'm like, nah, I ain't getting back at nothing. Like, I didn't say that when I was thinking. I was like, I'm good. That's not for me. Like, I tried. It's not for me. And it is like, even with me recording this video, like, there's a few people who I know has a message. There are a few people that I know that they, you know, even with them being, it's a fear. So God didn't give us that spirit of fear. He gave us the spirit of power, love, and of a sound mind, right? And so we overcome by the word of the Lamb and by the blood of our testimony. So there was a video that I watched. He was an ex-warlock, right? And thank God for Prophetess Ebony. There's a praying power. Let me know if y'all want. I'm gonna probably link her information, because she's blessed my life tremendously. But God in her is amazing. Thank you, God. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. And so my thing, so he was mentioning in his video, and he said this. He was basically saying this, that the more you go, you share your testimony, the more free you become, the more freedom, like, you know, share your testimony. Don't hide your testimony. Like, and my pastor said the same thing. He said, don't be ashamed of what you've gone through. Share your testimony. Tell others about it, you know. And yeah, so that was that's really why I wrote my book as. If you don't know about my book, you can go check out the last video that I posted. I have written a book, and I have not promoted it like I should. But yeah, so but what I will say is that going live is like it's how you look at it, you know, like what's your motive? Like, is your motive right? Check your motives. Are you, because like that's the reason why I wasn't, with me getting, it's been a while. Like, I went live not too long ago, but and God, he was orchestrating stuff too. But going live, like, what are your motives? Are you at that time thinking, my motive at a period of time was to really just like, okay, I need to promote. But I couldn't do it because I'm like, there's something that I don't know how. Like, I don't want people just, you know, but really getting out of the way, getting out of God's way, and just trusting what he's placed on the inside of you, trusting that, you know, everything that you have, your relationship with God, and knowing that you're not by yourself in it all, you know. And so I motivate you to take videos, like record some videos, record yourself talking sometimes, and just post them. But pray about it first. Just pray, you know, pray and ask God to guide you and lead you, because you don't just want to get on here talking about everything. But I will say this, that if you have a business, you know, talking about your business, using that as a way to, promote, or I'm trying to see how to word it. But anyways, like using that, like even if you go live for just a short period of time, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes. And but yeah, so that is, I pray that helped you. But just keep in mind that just continue to check your motives, and remember that there are people waiting on you who are needing your help. And it's not about you. It's not about you or me. It's not about me, right? And so Like I said, you got this. And speaking of lives, I will start to be recording lives because I'm trying to find out, in which I understand this now, but I'm trying to, I want to keep them more like, instead of having to edit and all that, but I'm getting back into the ropes of things. But yeah, so if this helped you, can you please comment on what is one thing? I want you to answer this question. What is one thing that you have really considered or that you really want to go live to talk about? And why do you feel that you're called to talk about that one thing, right? And how can you how is it different? Why would it be different for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, right, hair, right? If I get on here and I mention about, oh yeah, I like doing hair, right? Yeah, I like twisting hair, da 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 da. But what makes you stand out versus all these millions of people that passion twist? Bring your personality, right? So that's some things I want you to answer. If you feel brave, leave it in the comment section, hit the like button, share with someone that you know is struggling and they really want to start going live more to promote their business. And especially you promoting the kingdom of God, you want to grow in your walk with Christ, promote. And so I just want you to know that I'm rooting for you and that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. And so just know that, you're not by yourself. And if you have any questions, you can always leave it in the message below as well. It'll be my first time really going. No, actually, no, that's not true because I've gone live on here too. But I normally use Instagram is my main, Instagram and Facebook, but any platform, it doesn't matter. So if you like this video and you want me to do a second part, or if this was enough for you, just let me know. Okay. All right. Well, take care. Peace. Love you all.